Dr. Reid, I am glad to see you again.
Howdy folks, Zathias here. I've been here the whole time. Zathias here. Welcome back to Vampyr with Dr. Reid. Last we left off, we had met up with the Price's shop. And now we need to speak to the doctor.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Good evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reid. Do you remember me?
Dr. Reid? Yes, of course. You are the doctor who healed me and my mum. Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Good to see you too, Carol. Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I did not hurt myself recently. I know how to take care of myself now. I'm almost a grown-up.
Do you need my medical attention?
No, I'm all right, Mr. Reid. Well, I think I am.
Right, well, let's talk about the neighborhood.
What can you tell me of the people living nearby?
I don't speak to many people, except our customers. It's not easy to make friends. And with the epidemic, it's even more difficult.
Tell me about it.
What can you tell me about the epidemic?
Some of our regular customers have left London. Some others only send their housemaids now. Everybody fears the contagion. I've even seen men with weapons.
Dr. Reid,
Have you no friends at all?
No. Mr. Nithercote used to pass by and was always nice to me.
Does he not come by anymore?
No. Mum said he was weird. Always reciting poetry about a girl he'd met in Whitechapel. I wonder who this camellia may be.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Why are you awake at night, Carol?
I am helping my mother in her shop. It's not easy, but I'm a grown-up now.
Work's not easy?
Why is work not easy? Is something or someone bothering you?
Oh no, most people are gentle with me. But I'm so nervous sometimes. I pay no attention and hurt myself. Good thing my mum learned first aid.
Alright, mother was super proud.
I'm sure your mother is grateful for your help.
I do the best I can. But I'm so clumsy sometimes. I drop things. I injure myself. It's a good thing my mother has the patience of an angel.
Alright. Do you enjoy working with your mother?
Do you enjoy working with your mother?
Oh yes, Doctor. My mother raised me alone after my father died. We've always lived together, and she has always watched over me.
Do you remember your father?
Do you remember your father?
No, I was just a baby then. My mother always told me how strong and good he was.
Do you ever think about getting married now you're a woman?
Oh no, Dr. Reid. Mum always says I'm still a child who has no idea how tough life can be. No husband would like a clumsy girl like me.
Alright, sure, we'll ask this, why not?
Have you ever met the famous Aloysius Dawson?
Yes, a very strange man, not very nice.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books, and then laughed at what we showed him.
I am glad to see you again.
Goodbye, Carol.
Alright,
I
maybe
am sorry, I can't help you, sir.
see what we
Good
got
evening,
going
Miss
on.
You know you can call me.
Anything else we can talk to you about? Oh yeah, about your daughter's gratitude for you, or yeah.
Carol's gratitude is exemplary. She seems determined never to leave you.
I'm taking care of my daughter as well as I can. It's not always easy, but she's the best gift life gave me.
But she'll probably leave you someday to live her own life. Will that be difficult for you?
Why would she leave? Children sometimes stay with their parents until the end, for they know no one else will love them as much.
Oh boy, well.
Goodbye for now, Miss Price.
See ya.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Alright, so does that cover everybody that we know? No, there's one more person we haven't met in this district. So we basically know everybody at this point. We had two people that we encountered like in a tertiary sense, like third person, like we heard them in trouble. Never got to them in time. passed the day and they got messed up by the things they were at. So there's 2 more people at the docks that we've never encountered. And 1 more person. Need to find. So that's a nice little shop. I'm good with the shop. I just want to find... So we got all this area to go into. The baker's over there. There's gotta be a freaking hideout somewhere in this area. Dumb to not have one. Alright, what do we got going on down here? This is where the fun begins, yeah? I bet. I hear something weird going on. Go down. Where we're supposed to go? Is this his place? This church? There's no way this is it. This is not a place where someone lives. Okay. It's like, no possible way. We'll head down there in a second. I want to just double check. Make sure that's not the case. There's a hideout.
It's locked.
That's weird that that's his mansion. What the heck? It totally is. Why does he live in a church? Thank goodness. A hideout. This is the other side of this area. That's where the nasty people are. Alright. Definitely not gonna sleep. Got too much other stuff that we need to like take care of. Alright. I have nothing new there. Got some shillings. What I want to do is we need to look at these blood samples. That gives us a nice serum. What is this? Oh, we never found antidote. Or maybe we haven't come into contact with it yet. So stamina I find definitely unnecessary at this point. I'll definitely go with blood and health. Alright, we know we need a treatment for fatigue. Let's see if we can break down some stuff. So definitely the alcohol. Definitely those. Definitely need those. Definitely need all the pill stuff at Jonathan's watch. We take on. Alright, so Remarkable Saber. We need to settle. We're getting damage or stamina consumption. It already takes so little stamina. We're doing like, you know, down to 16. And then blood points. So we can just, or we can just go straight damage and blood. Alright, so let's go increase its damage. And we can't increase anything else. Hacksaw level 4. Not at the area where we can upgrade that. The bludgeon we don't use often enough. Same thing with the scythe. The cudgel we use a ton. Definitely getting that damage up. Oh, that's huge. Huge damage increase. So we can decrease stamina or damage. I mean, it's already a big stun machine, so I definitely want to go full stun and probably just damage. Stun and damage for that sucker. Already got that full up. Dagger we don't use often. Both stakes use so much stamina. Okay, Milton shotgun. Remarkable. We can increase damage, which is the shotgun, so why wouldn't you? Fire damage or chemical damage. Yes. Increase damage on this thing. Sorry for just going over this, but it's just... Probably should just, like, choose a weapon to go with, but I like... having options. I think that's good enough, really. I really like the upgrade that we've done on the cudgel, so... Alright, so I'm going to take a look at what we have for people and diseases. So we got 1 fatigue, 1 headache. We have 2 headaches, 3 headaches, 4 headaches, and fatigue and cold. So 4 headaches, 2 fatigue. And 1 cold. 4 headaches, 2 fatigue, 1 cold. So 2 fatigue, 4 headaches, 1 cold. So the minor stuff. Alright, so these seem like the same thing with these. It's the green is stuff that's easily treatable. Blue is for things that get out of hand. And the purple is if you don't treat it, they're probably going to die. Alright, so definitely want to keep... the blood stuff going. Alright, so that'll do for now. And for doing the mansion thing and then getting our we'll do the mansion and then I'll have a thing where after we do that, we'll do our rounds. Do our rounds of going through everywhere and getting all the people medicated. Well, let's get inside. We've dilly-dallied long enough. Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me. Huh. Oh, this is interesting. Give me a second here. I can't do anything in here? Oh, hello. Who are you? The crime of lost knowledge. Alright, cool.
Jonathan Reid. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea,
Let's have a
can't
look at the
speak
table.
highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they can tell me everything. They told me that you have not taken another life since your poor sister died.
Okay.
Do you require medical attention?
I'm fine, thank you, Jonathan.
Alright. Tell you about the neighborhood.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
I really don't know. I don't often go outside. And when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller, then?
Oh, I can tell you many things, but they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
Stop saying these things. The cards told you about Mary.
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt that precedes you everywhere you go.
Read my fortune, then.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Alright. What do you do here?
Tell me about yourself. What do you do here, besides turning cards in the middle of the night?
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole.
Excuse me? Vampire?
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The guard of Priwen, who else? For a time, they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their headquarters. All they had to do is to look at me. I'm aging. What better and definite proof that I'm not an immortal?
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course. I do ask one thing, though. Do not read it, Jonathan. Some secrets are not meant to be revealed, even to immortals.
For how long have you been a primate?
It was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time, sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to know what they will reveal?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Perhaps later.
Perhaps later.
We'll get to that. So that's life in London stuff. So the not reading his notebook, that's very tempting. Got to think about what Dr. Reid would think about it. All right, let's ask about the Brotherhood.
May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we consider taboo, in spite of our fondness and acceptance of your kind.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate, and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars?
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then, a strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
Okay.
How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
Mary did not deserve her fate. She had already suffered enough during her life. And yet the pain and the suffering went on after her death.
Suffering is part of the immortal condition. Some prefer to lose their minds rather than face the simple truth. Pain will never stop.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
Sure.
All right. Let me hear it.
You're on a path to redemption, Jonathan. But be careful. One single trip and you'll fall.
That doesn't sound promising.
Take this, young Ekon, as a personal reward for your strong will. Keep following the right path and you'll reach safety.
Oh, he gave me some old blood. Well, I guess let's say I'd rather not know.
I would rather not know. How do you...
I told you.
Is it possible?
Vampire.
Okay. Just wanted to clear that, please. All right. So yeah, let's read it.
Read the cards for me.
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan, and open your mind.
Here is the money.
The snake, a bitter woman, smiling as she pours poison in your cup. A shaming betrayal. Hate.
Venus Crossley. Weird thing.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Okay. We're getting a lot of stuff about other people from talking to him. So let's just...
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. Perhaps London will survive the epidemic, but I see terrible trials awaiting in the future.
Uh-huh. Right. Is that old blood something that we can look at? I mean, obviously, we can look at it. Old blood, so it's going to be... All doses of blood you can use to create regeneration serums for vampires. Interesting. Oh. Born of the blood, made vampire by the blood, undone by the blood. Interesting. That's a new special thing. I should keep that for things. So we got rings, and bracelets. We couldn't break those down, so probably should just go and sell those. Looking at our skills, I think shadow. Fine. Damage. Go with the mist. Alright, we still just have the Abyss ultimate. I need to I need to check out other ultimates. Alright, I'm looking. See if it drops any others. Like, we can't get... You know, we can't use our vampire powers into this, but this is gonna bother me. I'm gonna do this, 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 this. I'm assuming I'm going for one. I don't know. Alright, let's try. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if that's just something that we can try and do, or if it's something that will let us go. So where the hell is this guy's mansion at? And then where is this? Where might this be? That's over in Whitechapel. Okay. Enter his mansion. Where is his mansion? Game. So it's probably across from one area. Alright, so there's our fellows again. Let's head back into the shop and sell those bracelets and rings. Because we can't break them down.
Good evening, Mr.
You know
We're unable to break them down.
May I?
it's all.
So in our deal, here's our junk. The multiple. Firm. Firm. Alright. Anything specific we wanted from here? I don't think so.
Dr. Reid, I am glad to see you.
If you had bullets, I would take bullets. Alright, so we know this is a bad area. I'm assuming the mansion is gonna be like right there. That's what it is. It's that area right there. Oh, you. I hate those guys, so no thank you. I'll take this guy.
I'll send you back in a fucking grave!
Alright, handle parts. Always good to have. Okay, yeah, this is definitely... That's definitely his mansion up front. There. So... We're gonna do a quick cut over to getting our friend's place. Goodness. Alright, making sure we're... Alright, so apparently it's up in here somewhere? In the theater area?
I will return at a more convenient time.
Excuse me?
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
What the fuck? Okay, so this is below. Alright folks, welcome back. So apparently his box, his notebook is in the Finsbury Theater, and there's no way to get in there right now. Look on the map. This is like where it says it's in. It's like right behind that area. We can get in, and this front area we can't get in. So I tried both ways, and they're all locked. And he says, Jonathan Reid said something about not being able to do this at this time, which sucks because I don't know when the next time that'll be. So what I'm gonna do?
Can't let you through.
Shut up. So what I'm gonna do now?
There's one of them. What's your...
Shut up. Anyway, I'm gonna fight those a-holes off camera, and then I'm gonna go around and give everybody their medicine, and we'll sleep the day through, kind of level up, and that's the leveling up sleep process. That's when we'll get back, because we got, you know, like 7,000 HP, and when we give people some medication, we'll get some more XP for that, I do believe. So we'll do that camera, and we'll be back for the main quest next time. So till next time, this has been Sithios signing out for now. Bye, folks.